And we are live. Welcome back to the Pistons Jack YouTube channel. Today or tonight, we are here for our 11th subscriber only stream, our 10th of the off season so far. And we'll be joined by Sarah, Prince, and potentially Tom. But really excited for tonight's show. We've got a fair bit still to talk about, even though we are in probably the quietest month on the NBA calendar. There's still news around the Pistons. We had the preseason schedule come out this week. We had Christmas Day games and opening night games released, which unfortunately our Pistons aren't a part of, but we'll discuss that. We had a young player re-sign this week. Jaden Ivey's back dunking at his youth camp. And we'll touch on some roster building stuff to round out the show. But I'll bring up Sarah here in just a moment. But if anyone has any questions or anything like that, please drop them in the chat. I know the Lions are playing right now, so we'll see who joins us tonight. I know a lot of Detroit sports fans are excited for the Lions, but let's get into it. I'll bring up Sarah now. Sarah, how are we doing?
Hello, how are you?
I'm good.
Good.
Do you follow the Lions or do you have an
yeah.
NFL team?
Yeah, I'm Lions, 100%.
How do you, because we're going to talk about the Pistons preseason in a moment, but as someone who I don't really follow the NFL, like I've kind of followed the Lions a little bit because so many people that I follow on Twitter and talk to obviously are big Lions fans. But
Yeah.
how do you, is the NFL preseason similar to the NBA preseason? Like, does it mean anything? Does it mean something? Like,
Um,
how do you, as a Lions fan,
yeah,
process?
in preseason you don't typically play your starters in the NFL, and it's a lot for the guys that just gotten traded to the team, just got drafted to the team. It's their time to shine. I also there's a quarterback, Shedeur Sanders, and he played at Colorado, so I saw him play out here, and then he's starting tonight for the Browns, and he's it's his first time ever playing quarterback, so it's just seeing what works, kind of. So it's similar to the NBA. I haven't been to a preseason Pistons game, but I went to preseason Nuggets, and I wasn't expecting like Jokic to play, but he did. So I think that the NBA plays their starters a little bit more at first.
Yeah, so like for example, for the Lions, so Jared Goff wouldn't play at all in the preseason.
No. It's because it's
okay.
risk injury. There's already been a good amount of injuries, so there's some torn ACLs and shoulder stuff. Yeah,
it seems like training camp for NFL can be very injury riddled. So I guess that does make sense. Whereas I think training camp at the NBA is a lot more light on.
And injuries I think are more common in the NFL too, I would say.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean,
it's interesting.
I
haven't I've obviously had preseason NFL games on in like the background before, like especially this time of the year when before I was doing content, like I would like tune into the NFL now because it would tie me over to the NBA season, but like I've never really paid attention to who's actually playing. So I guess that makes sense considering the injuries. But I guess that brings us to NBA preseason. On last week's stream, I think a couple of games were released, but this week, a few days ago, the Pistons dropped their full preseason schedule. Just quickly, they play 4 games in total beginning October 6th. They'll play in Memphis against the Grizzlies. Then they play against the Bucks October 9th. The Cavs October 14th. All 3 of those games are on the road. And then they will play their 4th and final game against the Wizards at home. Initial reaction to that, and what are you kind of looking for in preseason with this team?
I'm excited for whoever we play. So I just want to see some more kind of like summer league, just some more cohesion. I'm excited. Hopefully Ivy might get some minutes, warm his body back up, which would be great to see. Asar, Ron Holland again, all of them. It's a bummer that we have 3 away games, but it's just a tougher environment for them to grow before the season starts. So, I'm just excited for it to start.
I know. I can see Tom's joined us down the bottom. I'll bring him up in just a moment. But it's I know. So are you, sorry, I should have asked this before, but like, are you a big NFL fan or are you still just dying for the NBA season? Because I posted something during the week being like, we're still got 2 months of the NBA season. And a couple of people
Yes.
came back like, no, we've got the Tigers, we've got the Lions. We're kind of good for now. But
Yeah.
like, are you just dying for it to come back?
I mean, it's my favorite to watch. Obviously my favorite sport. I love the Pistons. So I am dying to get it back. But I'm glad that there's sports to fill the gap because I definitely do love the Lions just as much. But, they only play once a week. So it's a little easier to manage that around the Pistons. And the WNBA is going on right now too. And I've gotten really into that. So
totally. I mean, speaking of, I'm very excited. 2029 still a while away, but getting the Detroit Shock is going to be so much fun.
I know it's going to be awesome.
That will mean basketball all 12 months of the year, I think. Pretty much.
Yeah. Yeah. Just a couple gaps, weeks, not a month gap.
That'll be very exciting. I'm going to bring up Tom now and we'll talk about the preseason a little bit more. Tom, what's going on?
Hi guys. What's up?
You're very sick.
No.
Appreciate you jumping on, brother.
Got you,
it's
man.
Awesome to did you have a big night last night?
Yeah, actually, we kind of drank a lot. It's our
I must
time.
I must admit, Tom, I admire you coming on after drinking because whenever I drink, like if I wake up with a bit of a hangover, like the last thing I want to do is like talk to people. I'm not gonna lie. So I appreciate you jumping on, and you must be built a lot different to me.
I don't really have much hangover, so it's one of my Korean strengths, I guess.
Oh, I'm jealous. And shout out to you, Devon. Appreciate you jumping in, my friend. Sean, the hangover part 2. Shout out to you. Shout out to you as well, Jay. And if you guys have any questions or that you want us to cover, please shoot them in there. But I appreciate you guys joining us, especially in August. But Tom, we were just talking about the preseason schedule. Last week, you and I kind of discussed who they were playing. The full schedule came out. I'm sure you've seen it, but any thoughts? Like, I know you and I aren't based in the US, so I'm not too upset that there's only one home game, but I know some fans are. Does that bother you at all?
I mean, like as a Pistons fan in general, a bit, yeah. Like it does, because like, why don't you give us more respect or anything? But I heard that the preseason games are like decided by the owners or something. They discuss it and stuff. So yeah, it's
I think
it's
you're
a more
right.
complicated thing. Yeah. So yeah, it doesn't bother me that much. But yeah, just a bit.
I will say, I think from what I heard as well, I think it's a bit to do with arena availability. Like, I think there's some things going on at LCA at that time, but obviously they can play as well at, where'd they play last year? How am I forgetting this? Michigan State. Yeah, it always just, I love it when even for the preseason schedule, I saw Detroit versus everybody in the comments. I love the mentality. But I guess the other topic while we're talking about the schedule is we just, at least a couple of hours ago for me, the Christmas Day schedule came out, and there's only one Eastern Conference matchup. So maybe we'll just focus on that because the West doesn't concern us too much. But the Cavs versus the Knicks, how do we feel about that? I mean, deep down, I knew the Pistons were never going to get a Christmas Day game, but to be honest, I think the Pistons and Knicks first round series was incredible. Like, even just removing my bias, like there was like pushing and shoving. It was competitive. Like, I guess, Sarah, do you think it should be the Pistons in there instead of the Cavs?
Of course. Against the Knicks, that just makes the most sense. It just feels like they are putting who they think are going to be the top two on there. So, that's a little bit of a bummer, but I mean, it'll still be a fun matchup, I think. But the Pistons Knicks would be way better. I'm curious, maybe they have them the first Pistons game or that week. I haven't seen the schedule. I didn't know that was released today. So
it was only Christmas Day and opening night. It was the NBA hasn't even released this. So it was just Shams. I should have mentioned that. So there's nothing else. It's just
I meant that.
But Look, I guess the Cavs are most likely. Cavs and Knicks are probably going to be the 1 and 2 seeds, so I can't complain too much. But Tom, I'm sure you've got a take on this as well.
Yeah, I did tell you that the Pistons have a Christmas game unless the Pistons make the finals. So that means the Pistons are gonna be having a Christmas game next year.
Well, I like that you brought that up.
Yeah.
When do we realistically over under? When do we think the next Pistons game will be in
Christmas?
I'll probably stuff this up. How many years do you think we'll have to wait until the next Pistons game on Christmas Day?
Next year.
I'm gonna say never, because even when the Pistons are good, they're underestimated based on past championships. There's always an excuse for why the Pistons win. So I don't know. I think they're still hated by the league for the Bulls era. If they ever get a Christmas Day game, that'd be insane. I don't think it matters what our record is. I think it's what people tune into.
The Pistons literally have to win the championship or make the finals at the very least of Christmas game.
Oh no!
Oh, Tom, we've lost Tom's sound. Your AirPods might have disconnected. Oh no, you're back.
Back?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're back.
Okay. The Pistons literally have to make the finals or at least to win the championship for the NBA to give us a Christmas game, and that's just a fact. So nah. Only
like
one
that.
Eastern Conference game. It feels like it's the same teams every year. It's not a joke. But the Knicks, even when they were really bad, the bottom of the conference and stuff, they always had a Christmas game. It's the Knicks. Ugh.
Yeah. Knicks, Lakers, Warriors. They are always going to be on Christmas Day, no matter what. And then, I must admit, these games all are very good. Whilst I'm complaining a bit. We have Cleveland versus Knicks.
Okay.
I'll go through them now. So we have Cavs versus Knicks, which will be fun. The Spurs and Wemby versus OKC. So you've got the Chet Wemby thing there. That'll be fun. Rockets, Lakers, KD, LeBron, obviously Luka. Mavs, Warriors. That should be pretty fun as well. Cooper Flag already getting a Christmas Day game. And then we have Minnesota Timberwolves versus your Denver Nuggets.
My Nuggets. Okay. Fun.
So they're all fun. I think I think for me, Rockets, Lakers. I must admit, I don't know if this makes me a bad Pistons fan, but the second team I watch the most is probably the Lakers. I'm not gonna lie. I just always have, and I don't know about you two, but for me, if there's a Lakers home game on, I love arenas and stuff, and I've always loved watching home Laker games. For some reason on TV, it just feels always a bit more of a special game. Because the Pistons aren't on, that's probably who I'm gonna watch. So
that's the
come
Hollywood.
at me if you like.
I think the courtside seats start at $50,000, so people want to be there. Yeah, it's a crazy game. So
the Lakers games are really. Sorry.
No, you're okay. It's the Lakers. I don't know. I can't. They're just I just see them as the Hollywood team here. They're but it will still be a good game. So any game with LeBron, no matter how you feel about him, is going to be a good game.
It's true. I agree.
You mean the Lakers, their game? Usually, if they have a game, it's their game usually 3 hours after Pistons games start. Oh my God, did my audio go off?
Yeah, I don't know what it is. It's
You're
really
going in
weird.
and
I've
out.
never had this with you.
Let me try to just reconnect.
Yeah, you're good. We'll move on from the Christmas Day games, but obviously just as well, the opening night is going to be Houston Rockets at OKC and Warriors at Lakers on October 21st. So I assume that means the Pistons' first game is going to be on October 22nd or 23rd at the latest, and we'll see. Maybe it will be Pistons Knicks to open the season.
Yeah.
So that'll be really fun. I'm just going to bring Tom back up.
Absolutely.
But
can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you now, Tom. Much better.
All right. Remove the earphones.
No, I've never had issues with audio with you, so
Yeah, it's my
I don't
first
know what's
time,
going on
so
there.
I'm
But
confused.
before we go to the next topic, Stewie had a question here. Thoughts on Ron Holland having put on a few kilos to potentially play more power forward? So Ron, I think it might have been yesterday, posted an Instagram story. I think he's added 15 pounds. So I guess Tom, thoughts on that and him potentially playing more power forward?
No, I love it. Like it's a position we need. It's a position that we have a hole in, and if he can play more minutes there, it's gonna be great. And a lot of the time, a lot of players they advertise they gain so much like muscle and stuff. They gain so much weight and all that stuff. They just tweet it out or they send it out through their agents. But I don't think I've ever seen someone like show their weight scale, like really proving that they gained weight. So I love it. So I hope Ron really like proves everybody wrong, like Ron versus everybody. Like I really wish he's gonna be like big enough to guard the fours of the league.
And Sarah, imagine if like we watched him at Summer League. Like that 3-point shot, I know the first game was the best game, and it kind of across these 3 games got a little bit worse each time. But like if he's shooting the ball like that, adding 15 to 20 pounds, like wow.
Yeah.
I'm so excited to watch him next season. That Summer League got me really excited for him and his development.
Yeah, and I agree with Tom. And like he said, the way that he posted it makes me excited too, because that means that he's excited, like that he's like, this is what I've done and what I'm going to keep growing. So that I love that mentality. He's excited about it. He's ready to go. So that's awesome.
100%. And I think like after I feel like every second video I make is about the backup 4 position.
Yeah.
But like I've really been stretching out the content on that. But like I think now it's just at the point where it kind of just makes sense that Ron is going to play some of those backup 4 minutes. And for him to go from playing, I want to say he played 18 minutes a game last season, somewhere around there. Like if for him to get more minutes in a healthy Pistons rotation, like I think that backup 4 is the main spot he can play, because it's pretty like the backcourt's pretty well set between. I know Levert can play some 3 as well, but like you got Levert, Cade, Ivy. I'm missing someone, but like I think that's a spot for Ron to grow into. So I think he's got the height and the wingspan. It's just about adding some more muscle, and he's got the mindset to go up and get he certainly does. So no, great question from you, Stewie, and yeah, we're all very excited to watch Ron Holland. Just want to shout out my guy Mark for the super chat. Mark, hope you're having a good time in Perth. Mark also follows the same Australian rules football team as me, so hopefully the Saints get a win today, Mark. But he says nothing really to comment, just that this community is amazing and this season is going to be special. Couple of bob for you, Jack, mate. You're a legend. Do you guys know what couple of bob means?
I was just gonna ask that. What does that mean?
So I'm pretty sure it just means like a couple of dollars for you. Like I'll give you like I think like yeah. I should actually know this a bit more, but it'd be like, that's 2 bob. It'd be like, that's $2. That's real Aussie slang.
Like
appreciate you, Mark.
I love how you named it. I couldn't call it Rob.
Bob? Is that where it's
No, I think it's like, I haven't said it it's not something I would say. I feel like it's a bit more like my parents' generation of Australians. Not trying to age shame you here, Mark, because I'm not saying you're as old as my parents, but I think it's more like I've heard like my dad say it. Be like, oh, that's 2 bob. Then like the bob represents like $1.
That's nice.
I'm Mark's still here. Yeah, start using that in Korea. But appreciate you, Mark. And everyone in the chat, appreciate you guys joining, especially like I said, with the Lions and everything on. But the next thing I wanted to get to was one of our Summer League favorites, Dannis Jenkins, officially re-signed on a 2-way. Your reaction to that? Did you think maybe he's going to be on the regular roster, Tom? Or, thoughts on that signing?
No, I kind of expected, him to get the 2-way. And I really hope his next contract is a standard NBA contract. Like he's a real NBA player, and I think the Pistons know it. I think he knows it, and
if we don't offer, I think he really needs to prove himself more on the court this season. He's gonna end up with a really good contract, or like a 3 year, $10 million contract, or anything like something. So and I think if we don't extend him a contract, like other teams will know that, oh, this guy's a player, we're gonna steal him away from the Pistons. So I really hope he remains with the Pistons after this season.
Yeah. I agree. Sarah?
Yeah, I agree. I could see him getting a roster spot. I wouldn't be surprised. But the two-way, I think, also just gives us flexibility to sign. I think we have, 2 roster spots left, and still play Dannis when we need him to, and then the possibility to upgrade to a full NBA contract too. So I think it's just a little bit of strategy too. But I do hope that on the two-way, he does still get a decent amount of playing time. I hope that we can create those leads this year to get the bench in more frequently.
That's a great point. I feel like last year, obviously, I actually kind of forgot, to be honest, but Bobby was after he came back from that injury that he had, I feel like the Pistons every game was always so close. I genuinely just felt like there was not a lot of garbage time minutes or those minutes for those guys to play. So
I'd say
the close games are fun, but yeah.
Yeah, we had close games last season too, and the difference this season was that we closed them, So I think that now that we're closing games, we have the confidence that, put ourselves in a bigger lead, hopefully. Yeah.
No, and I think, look, I think Dannis could have, obviously, if there was a real a standard NBA deal out there for him, I feel like he probably does sign it, but he must be very close to being in that conversation. I honestly thought maybe they were going to add him as the 14th or 15th player. I actually asked, we had Kyle on a couple of days ago, who's more across salary cap, and I asked him, can they still waive Dannis and bring him on a standard contract? And he said, well, the Pistons can actually just upgrade this two-way to a standard deal. So maybe if they get later into this offseason, they can, and they don't add someone, maybe they can have him as that 14th player. But I like what you said, Sarah, about it being more of a strategic thing. To have a player that good on a two-way is a great outcome for the team. So, yeah.
Wait, who was that two-way player, two-way white shooter that Troy Weaver had? I forgot his name.
Buddy Boeheim.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on.
A little bit of a Nepo baby.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I think we were talking about this after the Summer League games. I remember it was so good to, obviously someone like Dannis and Tolu, they obviously want standard deals, that would be their goal. But to have players like that in our G League team, Troy Weaver just didn't really value that. And I'm sure we had a couple of guys here and there in his 4 years, but just felt it's so nice to have real play. You watch the chemistry Tolu and Dannis had at the Summer League, so exciting to have that talent, not even on your main roster.
I love how Tolu is so with the Pistons community. Did you see the video where he was with Downtown Deuce?
Yeah, that was
he actually went on his podcast. That was crazy. So wow, I love it.
Yeah.
No,
I watched Cade on your show.
I've got to.
Stu.
Yeah. I don't. There's definitely plans. It's just there's how can I put this? Just got to do it through the right channels. I don't want to upset anyone. But no, that was really cool. I watched some of that interview. So guys, go watch that with on Downtown Deuce's channel. I think Sarah, you were in the chat, so you might have watched the whole thing. But Tolu seems like a really cool guy.
Mm-hmm. And I agree with you. The type of players too that we have on our two-way are players that are working hard for their dream. Not saying that other two-ways on other teams don't do that, but you can tell the emotion. Like we've said, they could be on the roster. They're that close, so they just keep improving. They want to get there, so that's exciting.
Yeah. No, I agree. No shade to Buddy Boeheim, but I think everyone who knew that was kind of. I don't even. I'm just gonna stop talking.
It's done with. It's in the new era.
I did see him. He was on the Pacers Summer League team this recent summer league, so he made some shots. So hopefully he's doing well. But let's, Owen, I can see your question about Khris Middleton. We'll get to that topic in a moment. But I think something I absolutely love seeing this week was Jaden Ivey getting up, dunking, running around at, well, it's called the Jaden Ivey Youth Basketball Camp, I believe. I think it was in Michigan. I'm not fully across exactly where, but I'm guessing everyone's seen the clips. Like, I mean, I'm not going to deep dive into it too much because he's just having fun with some kids, but it was good to see him like at least dunking. Like, I don't think you're doing that if your leg's not feeling 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was, I think in that video, he was the best player out in the court. He was dominating everyone. It was crazy. Yeah, but I really loved it. Like seeing him dunk and all that stuff. Like if his leg was not healthy at all, he wouldn't have been dunking. He would have been just like speaking and telling them how to defend and everything. But he was really having fun out there, so I loved it.
Yeah, it really got me excited. I think I commented on the post like this just made my whole day because it did. And I'm just excited to see him moving and happy. And I don't know. I'm glad that we didn't, there might have been a possibility for him to play in the offseason last season. I'm glad that he just got all this time to recover and get as healthy as he can be. I cannot wait for his return.
Absolutely. And what's up, Prince? Hope
Hey.
you're doing well, bro. I thought you were joining us, Prince, but I'm sure something might have come
Nice.
up. But I hope you're doing good, bro. Shout out to Stephen as well from Australia. And then we've got Devon here says Ivy was blocking shots. So his
Yeah,
defense has
man.
improved.
I loved it. He's defending everything out there.
But no, I think it's just really good to see him running and dunking. And yeah, hopefully he's back to playing 5-on-5 and no limitations on him at all. Because I think I must even admit myself, like, because I haven't watched him play for so long.
Mm-hmm.
Every time I like go back and watch some highlights of his or even just see that type of stuff, it reminds me like how much potential he has.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really exciting. And it looks like Prince has joined us. So we're going to go 4 wide here. This is going to be crazy.
Let's go.
But maybe while I'm just getting this set up for each of you, what's one thing, like we're excited to see Jaden back. What's one thing you want to see him maybe improve upon this season that will take him to another level?
I'm just going to say a little bit of control because he has these great fast breaks. And I think that I'm sure by now he's almost perfected it. I think he's excited, almost like a Russell Westbrook sometimes. But I think we're going to do a lot of fast breaks.
What's up, guys?
Hi, Prince. So
What's up, Prince?
You guys hear me all right?
Yes.
I don't know if that's my connection, but I don't think Sarah is loading. Oh, there she goes. How we doing,
Prince,
guys?
You've just come in hot. Sarah was just talking about Ivy. Just completely. So
how y'all guys doing? Sorry, I woke up from a nap and then I saw Pistons Jack live. I'm like, oh my gosh, I missed it, but I still saw y'all were on, so I wanted to hop on. How y'all doing?
Good. We're good. We're just talking about Jaden Ivey. And Sarah was just talking about what she's looking forward to seeing from him this season.
Yeah.
Was there anything else to add?
Oh
Yeah,
man. Oh, I thought you were talking to me. Go ahead, Sarah.
Sorry, I got to use
one thought. I'll just wrap it up. But I just think we finished so high in the fast breaks without Jaden. I think that is just something he's going to add to it. So if he could just clean up his finish, I think that'll be perfect.
100%. Love that. Tom?
Well, I really want him to improve on the defense. Like, I want him to be like the Dennis Schroeder role, like guard their primary ball handler. That's what kind of a position that we need. Like, if we do that, we can have Asar guarding like bigger 2s and 3s and stuff. We can't always have Asar guarding like the Jalen Brunsons. We need times when we can have another player guard those best ball handlers on the other team. And Dennis Schroeder kind of provided that last year, but we lost him. And I think Jaden, he needs to be that defenders to have like more playing time on the court and to be our lead backcourt. So yeah.
Prince, is there anything you'd like to see Jaden Ivey improve upon next season? Or
I feel like I want to see Jaden Ivey definitely be somebody that we can rely on when it comes to the absence of Cade, because I feel like if anything, Marcus Sasser last year was great, but I feel like if we can get Jaden Ivey in the absence of Cade, just in case that does happen, because I feel like Cade injuries come pretty often, but I feel like the ones last year were pretty day to day. I feel like if he's ever in the absence of Cade, I really want to see him show off as that starting point guard, you know?
yeah, no, for sure. And shout out to our guy Maddie. What up, though? Jack, Tom, Sarah, and Prince, hoping to hop on a stream soon. I've been working a ton, but it's always go Pistons. Appreciate you, Maddie, for the super chat. You're a legend. And Maddie, I don't know if you guys saw this, but someone stole Maddie's car a few weeks ago. So I was
Man.
really shattered for him, so I hope that
What?
it might have been a month ago now. So I hope that situation's sorted out, Maddie, because that sucks. But appreciate you, my friend, and can't wait to have you on the stream soon.
Crazy.
Has anyone ever had their car stolen here?
No. How did you get
I
it?
mean,
How does a car get stolen?
is he in Detroit?
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's
Common in
common.
Denver too.
That's pretty common.
Certain
It's
cars
common.
are more, certain cars are more targetable. But yeah.
I mean,
I know.
it's not a thing that really happens here in Korea. So, like,
Just
you guys
nice.
are so nonchalant about it. Like,
Morals.
it's common. Like, what?
Yeah.
Well, no, because Maddie got a new car, and I remember I replied to his story being like, "Oh, nice," and then like 2 weeks later, it was like stolen or something. I was like, "Oh man, he's serious." So,
I'm
That's
so
crazy.
sorry, Maddie.
yeah,
But
yeah,
cars get stolen so much in Atlanta. It just depends where you live. Like if you live in the suburbs like me, cars don't really get stolen. But if you're downtown at night, Atlanta, oh yeah, your car is gone. Your car is gone. Same thing in Detroit. It's just a little bit worse.
Just another
Yeah.
American thing. Every major city has car theft problems.
Mm.
Maddie says he's based right outside Detroit. They never found the car. Oh, that's so rough. That's so rough.
That's crazy.
It's just crazy. Like I'm trying to think. Like my
Does it happen in
girlfriend's
Australia?
house has been. I think so. Yeah. It hasn't happened to me, but like, yeah, I see it. I was actually watching a video the other day of someone's car getting stolen from the security footage. So,
I mean, in Korea, the level of theft is so low that like people leave their phones and wallets on the seats on cafes and restaurants to reserve their seats. Like that's what they do in Korea. So that's kind of crazy. Like, cars getting stolen. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, let's swing it back to our Pistons. And Devon, sorry, I thought you said you couldn't join in the chat because you're with your wife. So, I don't think I can actually go 5 people wide. So if you stick around, I can bring you up at the end. I think 5 might blow up my stream.
No,
I can
But-
leave. Like if
Me too. I can
That's okay.
okay.
No, that's okay. We've got a couple more, probably like 5 to 10 more minutes, and then I can bring up Devon if he's still here. But I wanted to ask you why we're on the topic of improving. I watched this really good video. I don't know if any of you watch Hoops Tonight on YouTube with Jason Timpf. Anyway, he did this really good segment on why he thinks Cade can be a top 5 player in the NBA in the next 2 to 3 years. And he actually went into detail about why he's better than Paolo, which was kind of enjoyable as well for a few minutes. But he kind of spoke about the areas Cade needs to improve upon to go from being like, he had him currently as like the 18th best player in the NBA. So I guess from each of you, what's like the one area you think Cade needs to improve upon for him to be seen as like a true top 7, top 8 NBA player? Like by not just Pistons fans, because obviously we all think he's like a superstar, but for like the general NBA community. Maybe we'll start with you, Sarah.
Okay. I think the only thing that comes to mind for me is turnovers. And then I just think that a lot of people haven't watched him play. They've watched his highlights, they've watched stuff, but they're not on national TV. They were on there 3 times this year, and I think he was out for 1 or 2 of those games. I think it's just more about his awareness of who Cade Cunningham is, but then mostly his turnovers, because he's getting his jump shots, he's getting his layup, he's getting his threes, he drives to the basket to pass it out. Like, I mean, gets to the line more, I don't know. That's not up to him though, but yeah, that's kind of what I see.
Yeah, the turnovers is a big one for sure. I think actually after the All-Star break, it's like, who was saying it? It might have been on some Pistons podcast. I was just saying how his free throws went up after the All-Star break, like quite a bit. And it was like maybe the refs now finally giving him the acknowledgement because he's an All-Star. But I think the turnovers is definitely right up there. Tom?
Yeah, I agree with Sarah, because if you asked like a casual, like not a Pistons fan or like NBA fan in general, like what's the issue with Cade Cunningham? They usually point to turnovers because it's a stat you can see through numbers, like, and it's really objectively kind of high for a point guard. So I would love it if he can like lower that a little bit. But I still don't mind it, even if you have like 10 turnovers a game. I'm just still gonna say he's the best player in the league. And another thing is like, what I love about Cade is like he added to his game every year. Like last year, he added the hook shot, the lefty hook shot and stuff. So I'm so excited for what kind of new game he's gonna have on like with Ashton this summer. Yeah. So yeah, excited for it.
Definitely. I think the hook shot, the post up stuff is a great point, Tom. I think in this video that I was just referencing, they spoke about his improvement as a post up player. I think they said he was like the 6th best post up player in the entire league in terms of like, and he might, that was including everyone, like not just, so he probably was the best non-center at like posting up.
Like whenever he got the ball in the low post, and on the left side of the court where he dribbles with his right, it kind of was one of the most unstoppable plays that the Pistons ran, because it was really unstoppable. Like Cade, it's crazy.
No, definitely. What do you think, Prince?
I think thank you, Madison. How you doing? Hope you're having fun. She's out with her friends right now. I'm glad she made time to look at me. But I think Cade with these free throws, bro. I don't even really want to talk about it because it makes me so mad. It's really the whole team, actually. It's like if y'all can't shoot free throws, it was Malik Beasley, Tim Hardaway Jr., Marcus Sasser, surprisingly. It was the whole team. The whole team couldn't shoot free throws. And I hate that, but I feel like mainly if it's our starting point guard who can't shoot free throws, like that's a problem. That's free points that we are missing because you cannot focus on the free throw line. It's weird. So I feel like the turnovers are big. And I agree with that. But when your starting point guard can't shoot free throws, that's a problem. So yeah, I'd say the free throws need to do better.
I mean, yeah, I think I'd like to see him get to the line more. I think he did. He actually started the season shooting a little bit bad from the free throw line. So no, I think that's definitely fair. Malik as well was he was like obviously the best shooter on the team, but would have this really weird free throw percentage. It was like it might have ended up being over 70%, but I feel like there was points there where he was shooting below 70% from the free throw line. But
I kind of get it. When I played, I was a better 3-point shooter than a free throw shooter. It's kind of weird to say it, but I was. So
do you think maybe it is because when Malik's obviously like most of his shots are threes, like you just get so accustomed to shooting from that distance that anything inside like throws you off a little bit.
Yeah, I think so. Like it does. Like for me, I think it's a mental thing. And usually my jump shots are a jump shot, like I jump and shoot. But on the free throw, like you just stay still. I don't know. But I kind of get what Malik felt in those days because I was also like him. So
yeah,
brother, if you're getting MVP chants from Little Caesars Arena and you can't even make the free throw, like. I love you, Cade, but we gotta fix that. We gotta fix that.
I think he shot like 84%, so Prince wants him at 100%.
He needs more quantity, like we talked.
Exactly.
Yeah, no.
Wait, Prince is talking about quantity, right? Not the percentage.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, that's definitely valid. Well, maybe Devon, I'm going to drop the link in the chat for you to join in a sec, but maybe for Tom and Sarah, what Malik's been posting a fair bit on Snapchat, and I think he had a story
Yeah,
I saw it this morning, so it's obviously been the past 24 hours, saying like he can't wait to share his side of the story. Just, I guess, Sarah, your thoughts. I don't think we've really spoken about it. If he
Yeah.
was cleared, like, would you bring him back to the team? Do you see that's a possibility? Just, yeah.
Absolutely. I would love, if he is cleared, I'd love to bring him back. I think that it sucks that all of his dirty laundry is getting out in the world if he's not, found innocent of gambling. And hopefully he's, learns his lesson and he's a little smarter, but I would love to bring him back. And I think my only concern is that during the summer league, when Trajan was being interviewed, he mentioned how the Malik thing was a bummer, but that they're looking for people of high character. And so I'm just worried that he lost the trust of Trajan. I think we would come back for a 1 year, low money, see how he does. But I think he's lost trust. But I personally would really love to see him back on the Pistons.
No, that's fair. And like Tom, we obviously spoke a little bit about it last week. But any updated thoughts or feelings towards it, the whole situation?
I'm kind of like, I really doubt he's really perfectly innocent, but like how he's acting on social media, it's kind of giving me false hope.
My bad.
Yeah, but
You're
like
good.
the way he acts on social media, he's like a perfectly like innocent, like, and saying that he wants to share his style of story, asking Pistons fans like if they want him back or anything. So I don't know. I'm getting really confused. I really hope he's not being delusional or anything. Like, he really was one of the parts, fun part of the best parts of the Pistons last season. So like, I'm with Sarah. Like, I really want him back. Like, on a minimum deal, prove it deal or something. Like, come on, Malik.
Yeah. Yeah, and Zave does make a good point here. Shout out to you for tuning in, Zave. My problem with Malik being on the team again is the amount of shooting guards.
Right.
That's a fair. I think that's what some people have said to me when I've spoken about it. Like that does, but I just kind of think if you could bring Malik back on a minimum, like you kind of would just make it work because of how good of a shooter he is. But it's a valid point. Yeah. So yeah, Prince.
Man, I would love to see Malik back on the team. I mean, I love Malik's game. I love how he shoots. I love how he made us such a great team last year. And with the help of Cade and all of them, it's like, I miss the shimmy. I miss the shimmy. I miss it. It was great. It was great. And I want the shimmy meal whenever I can go to a state that actually got it. But I love everything about Malik Beasley in his game and how I want to buy Malik Beasley jersey in LCA. That's how bad I want him to come back. So if we could just sign him to a minimum, if everything goes well with these charges, but he just has so many charges. He has so many allegations. It's like at this point, it's so hard to believe that it's going to happen. But even still, I think it's going to happen, and I think he's going to be good.
I think, Sarah, you made a good point as well. Like, maybe the character thing that Trajan's talking about, even if like obviously maybe Trajan and Malik personally are like fine, like I do think like just with how much stuff keeps coming out and like it just continuously, whether you believe it's fair or not, even that like Detroit News article dropping yesterday, like I didn't read it, but like however you feel about that, regardless, it's still just like this big storyline. It's like, do you want, like, even if the gambling stuff isn't true, it's like, do you want all that still a part of your culture? Even if you like Malik personally and like we all enjoyed him on the team, it's just really hard to see, unfortunately for him, like that. I think that's where I kind of sit, is like, I don't know if I want all that baggage. Yeah. Whether it's fair or not, I don't know, but that's just, it's hard to see him being back on the team, at least for this upcoming season, even if he's miraculously cleared before the regular season. But
I agree with you.
I'm not sure if Devon's joining. I've sent the link, but maybe we'll just do one more segment, then we'll wrap this up with all four of us. Oh, and of course he joins right then and there. As soon as I'm saying that, he's joined. I can see his palm trees in the background. All right, well, Sarah and Tom, I might just let you go then. I appreciate you joining.
We'll be watching.
Always good to chat. And
Thank you.
Yeah,
we'll
you
chat
got
very soon.
You guys are super great.
guys.
Love you guys so much. Thank you for all the support, and I love talking to you guys. But
What
I
happened
just
to
gotta
your
say,
story?
first week of high school is crazy. I was not expecting
Yeah.
this. That's why I went to sleep. I could not just stay up. But it's great seeing you guys, and I'll see you
Were
guys next
people
time.
saying that you don't have a girlfriend or something? I saw your cryptic Insta
Oh,
story and stuff.
oh no, it's the thing is people thought I didn't have a girlfriend and they were telling all their friends that I'm single and all these girls are coming up to me and it's like, oh man.
Oh, let's
I had
go!
to I had to tell everybody.
Oh, high
Yeah,
school.
anyways, I'll be
I
going.
know.
Invite them on. Bye, guys.
All right, bye
Bye.
See
Tom.
you, Tom.
Love you
See
guys.
ya.
See you, Sarah.
See you, Sarah. Have a good one. All right, let's get Devon up here.
Oh, I was changing stuff.
Uh-oh. Why are we also zoomed in?
My bad.
Devon, what's
I was
what's going on,
adjusting
my
some
friend?
stuff. I'm like super
Appreciate-
close. It's weird looking.
My
So-
bad on that as well. I thought you said you couldn't join because you were doing something with your wife. And then
No,
I was like, okay.
playing Overcooked with my wife, and it gets serious sometimes. I'm not gonna lie.
Overcooked. Oh my gosh, I love that
Yeah.
game. I love playing Overcooked too. It's top.
What's
top 3
Overcooked?
game for me.
I have no idea what it is.
It's a cooking game and it's like 2-player and I play with my girlfriend a lot and it's basically where they play together and you try to like get these cooked things. It's very fun. It's very fun.
Yeah, it'll get you. It'll mess you up. I'm not gonna lie. It's
How
frustrating.
good is
It's
that?
fun, but it's frustrating. You know what I mean?
No, for sure. I might have to look into it. But Devon, I have a couple more topics here, but have you got any thoughts? You normally have some sort of takes, I feel like, to talk about. Is there anything you've seen in the Pistons community that you want to discuss?
Not as much. I mean, you just talking about Malik. I kind of feel what Sarah was saying, like bring him back, but it's also like, did he mess up with the Pistons? I feel like a lot of people are judging him. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm a responsible person, but I know a lot of people don't pay their bills and do a lot of stupid stuff. So to me, it's like he's super immature and childish. But I mean, like, it's not like a bad thing to be childish and immature. Like, he might be criminally stupid at the same time, but at the same time, we can't judge him. You know what I mean? There's people who make mistakes all the time. So even if it's a dumb mistake, I don't want to be the one to just be like, you know what, get this guy off the team. He doesn't deserve to make a living. Like, at the end of the day, he didn't kill anyone. Like, we've seen way worse stuff in the NBA. So I'm all for bringing him back. And plus, he's a 6 man. So, you know.
Does it? Because no, I'm like with you in the sense of like, I even have some people on Instagram being like, Jack, you need to talk about the Malik thing. Why aren't you posting about it? And but like I'm with you. It's like everyone makes mistakes, and like at the end of the day, like him not paying bills or whatever is honestly not my business.
Yeah.
But like, the only thing I would say is like what I was kind of just talking about. Would it? Obviously, all that stuff, unfortunately, now is like a part of his story for the moment. Do you think, like, would you blame Trajan for maybe being like, we like you, Malik, but I just don't know if we can bring this sort of attention to the team?
No, I mean,
where
I
we're at.
completely understand. I mean, it's still professional, you know, thing, but I
Yeah.
mean, it's still a business. So it's one of them things like they probably want to bring him back, but I mean, it's their name at the end of the day. So you see, if he can, it's 50-50 to me, you know.
Yeah, I think totally fair. Well, I think honestly, like looking at how long these other cases have taken to even have some form of resolution, but like I don't even think it's going to be in time for the season. Like I'd be shocked if like there's even an outcome on this case before the season. So maybe we'll move on from Malik. This one's a bit more of a fun topic.
Yeah, I feel that.
Which I don't think's gonna happen, but some more of those betting odds came out during the week.
That's crazy.
And
you just some more
of I did not mean that at all. I did not mean that at all.
Transition.
Did not mean that at all.
You said betting extra hard too. So he's betting odds like it's like that.
I did not, but I think the Wizards are probably going to buy out Khris Middleton, and think it's Bovada Sportsbook, who I think NBA Central have some sort of partnership with. So they push their betting odds. But they had the Pistons listed as second. Thought this was a bit of a fun topic because Khris Middleton played for the Pistons as a rookie, but I don't think it's going to happen. But do you think he could help this team? Maybe Prince. I don't even know if you know much about Khris Middleton, but
It's crazy.
Oh, you're asking me?
yeah,
Oh,
of course.
sorry. Yeah. I would love to see Khris Middleton come home. I think Khris Middleton was literally drafted 2
I think
months
when you were
after.
born.
2 months
Yeah.
after I was born, Khris Middleton was drafted to the Detroit Pistons, and my dad told me that for like the longest time I didn't even know he played for Detroit. But yeah, Khris Middleton, I would love to see him come home, and he'd be such a great addition to our team. But if anything, hey, whatever happens, happens. I'm really good with the team we got now. I really want to see Malik,
Yeah.
but even still, if Khris Middleton goes to the Wizards, hey, Wizards might be a little bit better
Oh,
this year.
he's
But
on the Wizards might be getting rid of him.
oh, the
So,
Wizards are getting rid
yeah,
of
yeah,
him. Oh, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, because I was like, I'm sure he still plays for them. But
yeah, yeah.
hey, I
No,
think
you're good.
Khris Middleton to Detroit, I think it's gonna be pretty cool. But if not, it's okay. I'm not tripping.
Yeah. Devon,
I
any
feel like
thoughts?
it's one of them things like it won't hurt us. It's championship level player at the end of the day. So I mean, if he don't play, he can get us up there to like, for the locker room, let us know some of the things we need to do. So why would we not want a, an ex-championship or ex-champion? And he's not even that old. I mean, he might be a little, rusty or whatever, but what is he, like 33? He's like
Yeah, I
twice his
think
age, isn't he?
something
Yeah,
like that.
so
Yeah. Like
it
he's
just
been a
sucks.
little bit injury prone, but like I don't think he'd be asked to play a massive role in Detroit.
Yeah, he'd probably be like a backup power forward, which be kind of short, but at the same time, it's like it'd be like Tobias. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I wouldn't care.
And he actually because I spoke about it on an episode earlier in the week. I was like, I wanted to see what positions he's been playing, and he actually played 50% of his minutes at power forward last season. So, I don't think it's likely they sign him, but obviously, like we've been talking about a lot, like he could play some of those backup 4 minutes if they did add him. But yeah, I just thought we'd discuss it. There's a bit of an old Detroit tie there. The last thing I had to talk about on the outline for today was everyone's rotation. I feel like August and September in the lead up to the preseason, always a big topic is like who's playing these minutes, who's starting. First of all, do we all agree on the same starting lineup? I have Cade, Ivy, Asar, Tobias, JD.
I'm kind of iffy on it. I want to be
No,
surprised.
really?
Yeah,
Okay, talk
I feel
to
like
us.
last year we all thought that it was gonna be Cade, Jaden, and like we didn't know. We thought somebody else. I can't remember who it was. We thought our star was gonna play like
Oh,
power
Fontecchio.
forward. Yeah, Fontecchio. Yeah. Dang, that's crazy. That's how I know I don't care about tech. But we could see something different. We could see Levert play at the small forward, and then Asar kind of play like that Swiss Army knife dude off the bench, like he kind of did when he came back. So I'm not really 100% if I know if the lineup's going to be Asar. I still think it might be Levert or switch around a little bit.
It's interesting. You have to wonder what they said to Khris Levert to sign him. I think he came off the bench for the Hawks, came off the bench
Yeah,
for the most part for the Cavs. So I would expect that's probably what his role is. But he has started a lot of games in his career, especially obviously at Brooklyn, and I think he was at the Pacers for a bit, I want to
yeah.
say. So and he's a starter caliber type of player, like he can be. So I mean, I kind of had the thought like if Jaden Ivey wasn't 100%, maybe he would come off the bench just to start the season.
Yeah.
Like if say he's come training camp, he still just needs a bit more. He's just not ready to play starters minutes or that kind of thing. I could see Khris Levert starting. So I feel like Asar's a lock to start, but you do raise a good point. For sure. Prince?
Yeah. I think Cade at the point, Ivy at the shooting guard, AT at my 3, Tobias at my 4. And I think this is kind of a hot take, but I think for the first couple of weeks, Stu should be at the 5. And I feel like
Really?
that's because Duran isn't on his 100%. He wasn't on his 100% in the freaking playoffs, but we needed him and we needed Stu. And I feel like Stu is going to be even better than he was last year. And Asar Thompson is going to get bigger and Tobias is going to get older. And I feel like everything's just gonna click, but I do want Stu to start the first couple weeks. And if Duran is on his P's and Q's, then I'd add Duran as my starting center. But yeah, that's mine.
It's interesting because to start last season, I remember like doing the post game streams. Like the main topic for like the first 6 weeks of the season was what Stu should be starting over JD.
Hmm.
So I feel like JD will start, but like it'll be interesting. I hope we see the same JD from that's came out in January 1st of 2025 and not the one that was October 2024. But I think that's one of the biggest questions for him is like, can he keep that same motor and intensity up? But do you have any, I guess, Devon, what's your thoughts on Jalen Duren? I feel like
I don't
maybe I
know.
haven't.
It's a
Yeah.
contract year, so I mean, he better come out, strong. And also, like, he kind of made he was playing soft. So I mean, he shouldn't play soft coming out, but at the same time, it's like we don't know JD's mental. He is kind of like, I want to say like an airhead. He's just young and just not really
Yeah.
focused. You know what I mean?
No, for sure. I think he's 21.
Yeah. So he's not really
Only
caring.
21.
He's 21 and rich. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
he needs someone
No,
to actually
he's
tell him the importance of working.
no, for sure. It's crazy
Like an
how
old
young
man.
he still is. Like even like Cade, I think Ivy's still like Ivy and Cade, I think are like almost the same age because Ivy's was 2 years or played. Did Ivy do 2 years of college? Yeah, he did. So he's a little bit older. So yeah, I think JD's younger than Asar as
Yeah,
well.
that's crazy too.
Yes, because Asar, yeah, they're a tiny bit older than I think most people think. But I guess who's coming off the bench for you? I think just to help you guys out, most people will say there's 4 players a lock to come off the bench. That's Karis LeVert, Duncan Robinson, another new signee, Isaiah Stewart, and Ron Holland. Do you think they run with just those 4 off the bench, or is there minutes for Marcus Sasser? I'll go to you first, Devon.
I don't know. I've kind of been thinking about that a lot because, like, for the longest, I thought Ron Holland was 6'5", but I'm like, he's 6'8", so he actually might lock down the power forward position kind of nice. And Karis LeVert, like I said, I'm kind of iffy on that. But like you said, we need a power or a point guard, so they could do the stagger thing with Ji, but it's also like he need to, get his win back. So I wouldn't be surprised we seeing Sasser just beginning of the year, just to Ji get his rep up. But I don't know. Our whole roster is kind of iffy right now, and JB kind of surprised us last year. So it's like I don't want to just say like this is what I think because it's gonna be different. I just got a feeling it's gonna be different.
No, I'm with you. Last year, I was one of the people who's like, I want Fontecchio to start.
Yeah. Nope.
I was big on it because I just thought he looked really good in the last 20 games of that horrific season. And then you come to realize, like, when you actually get some decent NBA talent in, Tech comes back a bit more, you kind of start to see the real player he is.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's funny. Like, I spent, so much of last offseason just talking about rotations. And then you get to honestly the preseason, and then you realize, none of what I was talking about is accurate. But yeah, literally. But Prince, anything else to add with like the bench and who's going to play?
I think nobody's winning Sixth Man of the Year after the absolute crazy thing that happened last year with Malik Beasley. I mean, if you're leading the NBA second in 3-point shooting and you're not winning Sixth Man of the Year, that's crazy. To Peyton Pritchard, but
That was
it's okay.
crazy.
It's okay.
That's
I
a
was
good
never
point.
the one to geek. I think hey, Karis LeVert, can't wait to see him. He's gonna be great. Same thing with Duncan Robinson, my Michigan men. I love to see them, and I can't wait to see them. And same thing. And I love Tennessee too. So Tobias, he's gonna be great. But I feel like Tobias is gonna be in the starting lineup. So I hope to see Duncan Robinson and Karis LeVert on their P's and Q's. And I hope Duncan Robinson can give us at least a little bit of that same kind of shooting that Malik Beasley gave us last year if we don't sign him. So yeah, that's what I think.
Nice. I'm sneaky high on Duncan. I guess where we'll finish today's show is, who do you think on the Pistons roster is going to be the biggest surprise player? So you can say if you want like Marcus Sasser, he's going to surprise everyone because most people think he's out of the rotation. Or you could say Jaden Ivey's going to take this leap and be in the All-Star conversation. Is there a player you think, maybe even Pistons fan base is sleeping on? Is there anyone that sticks out, Devon?
I mean, everybody in general is so young. So, I mean, somebody's going to break out, whether it's J.I., SR, or Durant. Cade, we know who he is. So, I mean, somebody's going to jump out. So, that's not really going to surprise me. But I think Levert is going to get a lot of people. Duncan Robinson is going to shoot right and look good. But I think Levert, a lot of people, when we signed him, they was looking at him like a point guard, like shooter replacement. People was looking at him like, why we sign him? Like, we don't need him, you know? But I think he's going to surprise people because he's always been a bucket. So, as long as he stay healthy, I think he's gonna look good.
I like that. I like that pick for sure. Prince?
I think Asar Thompson. I had a long debate at my lunch table today about how Asar Thompson is better than a man. And everybody was against me, but I stand on my team and I stand on Asar. So I feel like, if anything, Asar Thompson's going to be definitely, I feel like he might be at all-star level next year. I don't know. He's getting bigger and he's going to be more on defense. He's getting stronger when it comes to the basketball IQ. And I feel like that's one thing Asar was slept on, basketball IQ. I feel like him with the OTE experience is just, he has so much experience when it comes to the basketball IQ, and I can't wait for Asar to be big this season, like Stewie said.
Yeah, I think both great picks. I'm gonna say Duncan Robinson. I think his defense, he's gonna struggle, but I think he playing alongside Cade, I think he's gonna have some big games. Like, I think it's going to be hard to replicate what Malik did last season because he was just like you said, Prince, I think second in the NBA for 3-pointers. Probably should have led the league in threes if Anthony Edwards didn't have a game after him on the last day of the season go out and jack up like 23s.
I would definitely say that Malik Beasley might be the greatest 3-point shooter in Pistons history. And that's kind of a stretch. I'm not going to say shooter because that's clearly Rip Hamilton to me, but I think he's the greatest Pistons shooter I've ever seen play for the Pistons. So that's going to be hard to beat. But I believe that Duncan Robinson can do it though. 2 finals experiences. I love to see it.
No, exactly. I think as well, I think Malik did have maybe an outlier shooting season, but I think as well, some of it should be credited to the players he was playing around too. I think Cade should get some credit for that. So I think Duncan Robinson, I think, is going to be a surprise fan favorite. It's probably going too far, but I think he's going to surprise some people. I think he's I did a little bit of study on his game and dove into Heat Twitter, and his passing as well is something that sounds like he's underrated if you don't watch Heat games. So I'm pretty excited to watch him play. But I love Khris Levert and the Asar pick too. But before we wrap it up, sorry, you go, Devon.
I was gonna say I always like Duncan, so I mean I definitely see him doing some nice things, especially he's got that Heat culture, but in that winning championship or winning environment. So I definitely feel that too.
Yeah, I think he can be. I think he's gonna have. I think he set the Heat franchise record for 3-point makes against the Pistons. So
that's crazy.
I think he's going to be a guy that can hit 10 threes in a game. I feel like he might do that. But any other final thoughts or takes before I let each of you go?
Sorry. I think Malik Beasley, I hope he comes back, but I don't think it's very reasonable to say he's going to come back. I think he's probably just going to go to court and he's probably going to have to pay major fines and he's probably not going to come back, but I hope to see him come back. And I can't wait for Detroit basketball next season. I know the Lions are here in Atlanta for the preseason game, and I'm just like I'm very excited. I'm excited to see everything that's gonna happen. Like Devon said, I never really saw the team as iffy, but now I'm really he really made it like now I can see how it's kind of like weird how it is, and we still don't have a stretch big. So I feel like if anything, I want to at least get one more pickup in the offseason. And once that happens, I feel like I'll be good for the season, and I feel like I can't wait to see everything to go on. And I'm really excited, you know.
Love it, Prince. Will you be going to that Lions game?
I
Even
think
though
it
it's
already
preseason?
started. I think it
Oh,
already
is that
started.
is that who they're playing right now?
Yeah, they're
That's why I
playing
thought
the Falcons.
that's why I thought you weren't joining the stream. I was like, oh, maybe he's watching the Lions, but you just fell asleep.
Yeah, high school is crazy. It's very.
That
I
sounds
mean,
so
the
crazy.
classes are pretty like normal. I feel like I understand everything, but I feel like it's the actual mentality that you have to have getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning and just having to go out there and be you. And especially because I'm already running for student government, wasn't in governor, and I'm ready. I feel like I'm ready for it, but it
Yeah,
really gets me tired. But I'm glad I still got to hop on the stream. So thank you for that opportunity.
that's awesome, man.
He's so young. It's like, oh.
But I know, I love it. No, I think everyone's always shocked, Prince. You're 14, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm
Am I
14.
correct?
Yes.
Yeah, I think obviously when people come and watch the stream, I think they know you're obviously like younger, but I think to be 14 years old and speak the way you do is very impressive. So, I'm sure you'll get that student governor role. Is that like we don't call it that here at high school in Australia, but we call it like a prefect or like just like some sort of, I don't know.
It's student
Do people
government.
vote on it? Okay.
Yeah, so you
Yeah.
basically run, you do a speech, and I'm really good at doing speeches. Like I love doing speeches, but you what's the name? You do a speech and they vote for you. Like my dad, he went to the HBCU Lane College and he was the student government president for them. So I just
Wow.
feel like if I could do that same thing, but like University of Michigan or maybe at HBCU myself, I would love that, you know?
That's awesome. I could not do public speaking at high school, so shout out to you.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate you. Devon, any other final takes before we wrap it up?
I want to say to Prince, you got to enjoy that time. Like high school comes real fast, and like, man, just do you and stuff. Don't be too stressed out about it because it's really nothing compared to life, to be honest. I swear, once life come, even life is not really that hard either. But you know, just roll up the punches, man. You got this. Graduate, you'll
Yeah.
be straight, and definitely go to HBCU because my girl, she went to HBCU, and that's like some life changing stuff, especially in Atlanta. Like that set you up, especially the friends you can meet, their connections. So yeah,
What's
it's dope.
so is HBCU, what's that stand for? Like, what's the full name of that?
Historically
Historically
black college or university. So it's basically
Oh, okay,
like
got you.
back
Yeah,
in once the slaves were emancipated, they used to use
yeah,
like the money that they got for like building up
yeah,
colleges. So yeah, my dad went to
yeah.
one.
That's incredible.
Oh,
Love
Yeah.
that.
Ben
I'm
Wallace.
learning.
Ben Wallace went to an HBCU.
Oh
Just
yeah, he did.
that's why he was
Really
undrafted. Yeah, he went to Virginia Union.
Amazing. That's so
Hmm.
cool.
Yeah,
Love
it's
that.
dope.
Hmm. Yeah,
I
it's
love
great.
it,
It's
guys.
great.
Amazing. Well, let's wrap it up here. I appreciate both of you jumping on. We've spoken about high school. I'm learning
know.
about the college system and how things come about. Somehow got a
Mhm.
joke in there, a betting joke with Malik Beasley unintentionally. But no, it's been awesome having both of you on, and thanks as well to Tom and Sarah for joining. But that's going to do it for today's show, guys. Thank you so much for joining everyone in the chat. I know it's August. There's not a lot of Pistons news, but everyone's still showing up. I appreciate all of you. So till next time, as always, go Pistons.